Hi everybody. I decided now Wednesday I went to P-Flag and yesterday I went to Safe Homes. I miss everybody. It was nice coming back. And I wanted to do another LGBTQ video. So this video is gonna be on terminology. Okay. We had to do this trivia question stuff at Safe Homes, and of course I wasn't done because I was reading every option, but I got the first one correct anyways. And I was really impressed of Edgar actually participating in it because he's so antisocial. Anyways, so okay, sex. The biological, genetic, and physical characteristics that define males and females, genitalia, hormone levels, and secondary sex characteristics. Gender, and that's a set of social, psychological, and emotional traits often influenced by societal expectations that classify an individual as feminine or masculine. So technically, there's no such thing as gender. Gender was only created by society to put everybody in their boxes. So, yeah. That's what I just learned yesterday, too. Gender identity. An individual's internal sense of being male, female, or another gender. It is internal and therefore may not be visible to others. But always use proper pronouns. Even if you can see them as the gender that they're trying to show, use proper pronouns. Like if it's a woman but she's a trans male, use he pronouns. If he's a man and but he's a transgender woman, use she pronouns. It's respectful, and and you don't necessarily need the operation to be transgender. That's optional. Some people don't even have money for the operation. So that's why some people don't choose the operation, or even if they don't want the operation, but they will try very hard to present themselves as whatever gender they feel like they are. But always use proper pronouns. That's always important, regardless. Sexual orientation. A person's emotional, sexual, and/or relational attraction to others. So straight, gay, bisexual, transgender is not sexual orientation. Yeah. So yeah, gay, bisexual, gay, lesbian, bisexual, asexual, pansexual, intersexual, and so on. Transgender. A set of transgender is E. Describes people whose gender identity is different from their assigned sex at birth. So when I have my own kids, I'm just going to say that they'll be assigned female or assigned male, because I don't know what they will end up being in years to come. So I'll probably have neutral stuff like green, yellow, but I would stay away from blue and pink, just to show them that it's okay to be themselves. It's okay to be, if they are transgender, it's okay that you feel that way. I would love you no matter what. That's what I want to do when I become a parent myself. Cisgender. Now that's a term I did not know what that means this year until beginning of the school year. Cisgender. A person whose gender identity matches the sex assigned to them at birth. So I'm a cisgender female. So genderqueer, a term of self-identification for people who do not identify with the restrictive and binary terms that have traditional described gender identity, example male or female only. Gender non-conforming, having or being perceived to have gender characteristics and or behaviors that do not conform to the traditional or societal expectations, may or may not identify as LGBT. It just depends. Gender expression, how a person expresses one's gender identity to others, often through behavior, name, clothing, hairstyles, voice, or body characteristics. Questioning, as an active process of exploring sexual orientation and or gender identity, many LGBT people go through this process before coming out. Not all people who question their identities end up identifying as LGBT. Now, I'm straight, but I remember when I was younger, I questioned myself, and I thought I could be like bisexual because like there's no doubt that I liked guys ever since preschool. But I would always like look at my friends, like one time at camping, I'd just be like looking at them. But obviously I was just a curious girl, and I'm straight, so I mean it doesn't always work out that way, but many it does. But yeah. Transition, an individual's internal sense of being male, female, or another gender. It is internal and therefore may not be visible to others. So that would be like hormones and testosterone, and then the female ones. But yeah, that's like you getting your body to transition into the opposite sex that you feel like you are. LGBT, common acronym for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender persons, sometimes written to include Q for questioning and or queer, I for intersex, and or A for ally. Well, technically, the way I learned it, A is asexual, but okay. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you felt educated in the terminology. Those are the only few terminology that I was going to do, because that's the only terminology that we talked about yesterday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, everybody, and have a good day.